Hello, it's Angeline Waymeyer. Today, I like to recap some of the benefit of the IUL because I realize sometimes when we have an investment set up, but because that's not our day-to-day, right? And we tend to forget what's the benefit. So what's the benefit of IUL, Index Universal Life? It's all about the goal that we want to achieve. The number one primary goal that we want to achieve is building a long-term wealth. So we have to be clear on what is my end goal is to build long-term wealth. So if that's our goal to build a long-term wealth, and there is a process, right? Unlike short-term wealth, for example, you can put money in stock market, but that's short-term. And our goal is to build long-term wealth. That's why you have IUL. So, and that's number one, we need to be very clear on our end goal, which is to build a long-term wealth. Number two, which is tax-free retirement income. The reason that we have cash value life insurance, the beauty of it is because the tax benefit, which means that when you take out the money, it's gonna be tax-free. However, if you put money in, for example, stocks, mutual fund, right? It doesn't have that tax benefit. You need to pay taxes every single time. So the second thing that I want you to be clear, number one, building a long-term wealth, having a long-term mindset. Number two is that tax-free retirement income. Number three is the protection, the foundation. Many people build wealth like they just want sometimes like fast, right? I want money fast. I want to build wealth fast. Think about wealth creation. It's like building our house. In order to have a solid house, right? Just like in order to have a solid wealth, we need to have a strong foundation. So what are the foundation? The foundation is number one, taxes, which we already talked about that, right? Because most people, they don't think about that's a huge risk. Imagine when you are about to retire and about to take money out, but the government raise the taxes, which is you have no control of, and guess what? You lose majority of your investment for your future retirement. So this is a huge risk that most people, they are not aware of. Number two, that's why when we build the foundation, make sure that the taxes is taken care of. Number two is health. Most people, they don't think about this because it's too far away, right? So my job is to help you see the things that you didn't see. I hang out, I see some people, they are 60 and above, 70, 80, right? When I see those people, the biggest issue is the health, right? Many people, sometimes they lose the ability to take care of themselves. Now we are young, we couldn't relate. But when I spend time with the people who at like 60 and above, I realize, wow, the health is the number one challenge when we get older. So with the IUL, you have the living benefit, which means that, for example, you have $1 million coverage, right? So let's just say you lose the ability to take care of yourself. You need somebody to take care of you when you get older, then you can take the money from the IUL to take care of that. That way you don't drain your other assets, or you don't become a burden to your kids. And this is something that IUL provides, which is the tax benefit, right? And also the health benefit. And another one, that part of the foundation, it's risk. Most people, they love the up and down of the S&P 500, right? Wow, my money goes 30% or 20%. But they forget when the market crash, you also can lose 30, 50%. So the beauty of IUL is you build up certain amount of cash value. It never go down. It never go down. because that's the beauty of IUL. When the market tank, then you have a guarantee, no loss on your cash value. That's why you never see your money go down. Unless you put money in the mutual fund or 401k, then you will see your money go up and down. With the IUL, your money only go one way, which is up. And when the market come back, right, it depends on what insurance company, it give you a cap, sometimes up to like 15%. So in average, I'm talking about average in the past 20 years, the average IUL return, it's about 8%. Think about this. Most people think that, 8%, it's nothing, like 10, 20, I want 10, 20%, but they don't understand. If you lose money, for example, you lose 50% of your money in stock market or mutual fund, it doesn't take you 50%, it takes you 100% to go back where you were, okay? So average 8%, and it's compound. Remember? Compound. It's very, very powerful. So that's why I want to remind you, you are building a long-term wealth, having a strong financial foundation, which is a foundation that can prevent taxes, health in case something happened, and then the market loss. And IUL do all this for you. So when we build long-term wealth, the first thing first, it's build a foundation. When you build a house, what takes the longest time, which is the foundation of the house, right? That foundation of the house. It put a lot of work, but you see nothing. All you see is dirt. Same thing when you build long-term wealth. That's the same mindset. When you just first start your IUL, many of you are very new, maybe 1 year or 2 years. And then you see, oh my gosh, I put in, let's just say 10,000, but how come my cash value, it's only like 6,000? Because most people, they forget about their $1 million coverage, right? If you put 10,000 in the stock market, something happened to you, 10,000, that's all you have for your family. But here in the IUL, the cash value life insurance, if anytime anything happened, you have that $1 million coverage. So most people forget about that, okay? And then in the beginning, the insurance company, they are at the very high risk, because anytime anything happened to you, they need to pay you that death benefit. That's why in the beginning, this type of product, it's a little bit heavy upfront, means that your administration fee and cost and all that. However, because you are in this for the long term, right? You're not here for 1 or 2 years. If your goal is 1 or 2 years, I wouldn't even recommend this for you. But if your goal is to 10 years and above, this is a beautiful, beautiful product for you to have in your toolbox for your future retirement. So when you look at your statement, don't get discouraged or freaking out on, the cash value doesn't grow as fast as I expected. Think about long-term wealth. You are building your foundation. The money going in, like the pump, right? You're building your base. Imagine, like, have you ever seen people pump the water? You need to create that momentum. But once you have that momentum built up, you're flying, right? So same thing with IUL. Is my personal suggestion is you want to put as much money as you can upfront, because the more money you have upfront, the more it's working for you. And the more, if you put more upfront, the more it's working for you. Just like the pump, you have that momentum. And once you build up enough cash value, and then a couple of years later, it just compound and compound and compound and compound. This is a great tool for your one of your retirement source of income. And also, I always talk about diversification, right? I never suggest people, you need to put all money in the IUL. No, I never recommend that. I believe in diversification. I believe that IUL, it's a great foundation, financial foundation for everybody, because it takes care of your health, it takes care of your tax concern, it also takes care of the market risk, right? It's a great financial foundation. Also, it's very liquid. You can have access to the money anytime. And that's what I like about IUL as a financial foundation. And once you have more, I would love you to diversify. You can put a little bit short-term money in the stock or mutual fund, just like play with it, right? And or you can put some money in the real estate, diversify. But take care of your financial foundation first, which is IUL, to deliver all that. So in recap, what's the benefit of the cash value life insurance? Number one, it protects you in case something happens in terms of your health. You are covered. It's all about that peace of mind. Your family is protected, that's for sure, right? Again, that's the peace of mind. And also your money is protected. Your cash value is protected. No matter what happened to the market, peace of mind. Taxes, you no longer need to worry about what would happen to the government, what would happen about the taxes, what kind of impact it will do to your money. So it's again a peace of mind. Once you have this strong financial foundation, solid, right? And then you can build on top of that, because the more wealth you want to build, the stronger foundation you want to have. History taught us so many things. .com busts, real estate crisis, right? We all been through that. So the mindset I like to remind you is having that long-term thinking to build long-term wealth and have patience for your money to grow and compound, and be disciplined and consistent putting more money, because the more money you put in, it's only benefit you, right? So I hope this video will add value to you.